Step into a forest where trees twist like tormented souls. A perfect circle defies nature by refusing to grow anything. And visitors vanish into thin air or emerge with burns, rashes, and memories of time lost forever. This is Hoia Baciu in Romania, dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, a place so haunted that even the air feels alive with unseen eyes. For centuries, it's been a vortex of UFO sightings, ghostly apparitions, and inexplicable phenomena that have terrified explorers and intrigued scientists. Welcome to Ghost Effect, where we peel back the shadows on the world's most haunted forest. For the next 8 minutes, we're venturing into Hoia Baciu's twisted history, bizarre incidents, and lingering rumors. If that sent a shiver down your spine, hit that like button right now. It helps us summon more eerie tales. And subscribe to Ghost Effect so you don't miss our next video. Let's venture into the fog. Hoia Baciu's story roots in ancient Transylvania, a land of Dacian warriors who carved hill forts nearby in the 8th century BC. The forest itself, part of the larger Carpathian woodlands, likely served as a sacred site for these early inhabitants, who revered natural portals to other realms. By the Roman era in the 2nd century AD, the area was a frontier buffer, with legions patrolling against barbarian incursions. Some historians speculate the forest's dense canopy hid rebel hideouts. The name Hoia Baciu emerged in the 19th century, after a local shepherd vanished with his flock of 200 sheep deep in the woods, never to be seen again. Locals whispered of malevolent forces luring wanderers astray, a tale that echoed medieval folklore of fairy rings where time warps. In the early 1900s, Romanian botanists noted the forest's unique ecology. Twisted oaks and hazels growing in unnatural contortions, as if warped by an invisible hand. Soil samples from the 1950s revealed anomalies. Elevated radiation levels in the central clearing. A perfect 130-meter circle where no vegetation thrives, defying natural growth patterns. During World War II, the area saw Nazi occupation, with rumors of secret experiments in hidden glades, though no concrete evidence surfaced. Post-war, in the 1950s, Cluj-Napoca's university researchers mapped electromagnetic anomalies, finding spikes 10 times normal levels in the dead zone, hinting at geomagnetic disturbances that could explain the barren patch. If this ancient backdrop has you hooked, pause and smash that like button. Comment if you'd wander these woods and subscribe to Ghost Effect. We're heading into the heart of the hauntings next. The modern horrors began in 1968, when military technician Emil Barnia ventured into the forest with a camera and captured a disc-shaped object hovering above the treetops. A photo analyzed by Romanian scientists and deemed authentic, showing no signs of tampering. Barnia reported a humming vibration that made his equipment malfunction, a phenomenon echoed by later visitors. Decades earlier, in the 1930s, a young girl wandered into Hoia Baciu during a family picnic and vanished without trace. 5 years later, she reappeared at the forest's edge, wearing the same clothes, same age, with no memory of the lost time. Locals called it a fairy abduction, but skeptics point to amnesia from trauma. Paranormal reports surged in the 1970s, hikers emerging with circular burns on their skin, as if branded by unseen forces, and others suffering nausea and vomiting after brief stays. In 1975, a group of Cluj University students set up camp in the clearing. But their compasses spun wildly, flashlights failed, and one developed a rash that persisted for months. Electronic anomalies plague modern explorers, cameras discharging batteries in minutes, GPS signals dropping and compasses pointing south instead of north. One chilling 1980s incident involved a botanist who entered the dead zone to collect samples. Upon exiting, his watch had stopped at the exact entry time, and he aged prematurely, developing gray hair overnight. Rescue teams in the 1990s reported hearing disembodied children's laughter and seeing apparitions of peasants in 18th century garb, possibly victims of Ottoman raids in the 1600s when Transylvania was a battleground. Animal oddities abound. Birds avoid the airspace, and dogs howl uncontrollably at the entrance. In 2002, a documentary crew filmed orbs of light dancing in the clearing. Later enhanced footage showed humanoid shapes within them. 2010 expedition by Hungarian parapsychologists recorded EVP voices saying, "Leave in Romania." correlating with EMF spikes 20 times baseline. Rumors paint Hoia Baciu as a gateway to hell or beyond. Some claim the circular clearing is a portal to parallel dimensions, citing time slips where visitors lose hours unaccounted for. A 1990s theory posits it's an alien landing site. Fueled by Barna's photo and 1975 radar blips from Cluj Airport detecting unidentified objects over the canopy, ghost hunters flock for sightings of a white lady in Victorian dress said to be a 19th century countess who poisoned her lover there. Poltergeist activity includes thrown rocks and self-igniting fires, reported by a 1985 parapsychology team. Crop circle-like patterns appear annually in the meadow, baffling agronomists who find no human or animal traces. Scientific scrutiny offers alternatives. The clearing's barrenness stems from a 1940s bomb test residue, per 2015 soil analysis showing elevated heavy metals. Twisted trees result from a rare fungal infection, Fusarium solani, documented in 2008 studies. EMF spikes could be natural geomagnetic anomalies from iron ore deposits beneath, as measured by a 2012 geological survey. Radiation rumors? Traced to a 1950s nuclear test echo from the Black Sea, not the forest itself. Yet skeptics can't explain the 2013 case of a drone vanishing mid-flight over the clearing, only to reappear 2 kilometers away intact. Or the 2020 tourist who entered at noon and emerged at midnight, claiming only minutes passed and his phone's clock matched. One wild rumor? Nazi occultists used the site for rituals during World War II, seeking ancient Dacian power sources, though declassified files show no evidence beyond troop movements. Today, Hoia Baciu thrives as a paranormal hotspot, drawing 10,000 visitors yearly for guided tours at €50 a head. Cluj-Napoca's tourism board promotes it as Transylvania's Bermuda Triangle, with apps mapping hot zones for orbs. Safety rules mandate groups and no solo entries after dusk, after a 2018 hiker suffered a seizure in the clearing. Scientific interest persists. A 2022 EU-funded study used LiDAR to map subsurface anomalies, revealing possible ancient structures beneath the meadow, perhaps Dacian altars. Environmentalists note the forest's biodiversity, with rare orchids thriving amid the cursed aura. Hoia Baciu's legacy endures as a reminder of the unknown, where folklore meets fact and the woods whisper secrets. From shepherds vanishing to UFO snaps, it challenges our understanding of reality. We've trekked through Hoia Baciu's shadows. If it's left you unsettled, hit like to share the chills. Comment your take on the portal theory, and subscribe to Ghost of Fact for our next haunted hunt. More mysteries await. Thanks for joining the journey.